F1 travels to Portugal this weekend for the third round of the 2021 season. The 2021 F1 season promises to be the most exciting title fight in years as Max Verstappen takes on seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton during the last year of the current rules cycle. Some smart strategic driving and equally brilliant driving saw Hamilton draw first blood in Bahrain, but Verstappen drew even at Imola with a faultless drive in tricky conditions. Mercedes have repeatedly stated that it faces a performance deficit to Red Bull's high-rake RB16B in 2021, something the Austrian brand insists is a clever tactic to increase pressure on them. The two F1 teams are expected to be in a class of their own again at Algarve, and how their battle plans work out will be an indication of the pecking order. Meanwhile, McLaren could once again threaten the top lands for a podium finish, judging by the pace Lando Norris has shown so far at Imola. Red Bull's sister team AlphaTauri and Ferrari could be in for a strong points hauls at Portimao too. 2020 marked Portugal's return in F1's calendar for the first time in 24 years, and the promoters have managed to ink a deal for the second Grand Prix in as many years. Last year saw Lewis Hamilton claim his 92nd race victory, surpassing Michael Schumacher's wins. The race will take place at normal European times, and the selections this weekend are C1, C2 and C3. The weather is supposed to be dry, but yeah, C1, C2, C3, which is interesting. It suggests that it's likely to be pretty high tyre wear there, which could make for all the more interesting race. But anyway, moving on to what the drivers were saying on Thursday. George Russell was reflecting on his crash with Valtteri Bottas and saying all is forgiven and everything else. Yuki Tsunoda was going on about how he's going to change his plans for qualifying following his Imola shunt, and Jos Verstappen, he was kind of building up tension and all that. Carlos Sainz was saying he wants to be as fast as Charles Leclerc, saying if he keeps up his performance from another, there's no reason why he can't. In FP1, Valtteri Bottas topped the times from Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc was 4th and Lewis Hamilton was 5th. Just your bog standard FP1 session really. Bottas topping the times. But yeah, this is quite an interesting session. Lots going on. George Russell got into 7th, which was really impressive effort, whether it's practice 1 or not. Great to see Callum Ilott out too. He came 17th. It was good to see him out on track because he really deserved his chance after his little first opportunity was cancelled at the Nürburgring. In practice 2, Lewis Hamilton topped the time sheets ahead of Max Verstappen and Valtteri Bottas. Hamilton, a couple of tenths ahead of Verstappen on the short run pace, which is encouraging for Mercedes because I think they were expecting to be slower in qualifying. And in race pace, it did seem fairly even. Bottas did have the advantage over Verstappen, which is encouraging for Mercedes. Hamilton got a few laps that weren't really accurate in, so you can't read too much into his times, but it does look quite even at the front. Finally, my predictions for this weekend, starting off with pole position. I'm going to say Max Verstappen to take pole. Red Bull just seem to have an advantage at the moment in terms of qualifying pace, but in the race it should be a lot more even, and I think it will be. And I can actually see Lewis Hamilton getting a win. Red Bull had tyre issues last time out at Portimao, and I think that could happen again to give Mercedes the advantage. But I do think Max and Perez will come in 2nd and 3rd. Bottas just doesn't seem to be on great form so far, and so I can see both the Red Bulls getting in front of him. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily F1 news, and subscribe to my channel on screen right now. I would greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.